My name is Dr. Juliette Engel. I have the honor of leading the new Our Country, Our Children Action Response Team called Protect Our Children. Our members are patriotic Americans from all walks of life who recognize that our children are at risk like never before. Child trafficking and abuse are endemic in our country. Government, from local to federal, is often complicit, and nothing will change for the better until we become the lawful agents of change and do it ourselves. Institutionalized child trafficking is not new in our country. I was trafficked in 1955 at the age of 6 when my father sold me to a CIA handler in the MK-Ultra program Sex Magic. I grew up in a cult of mind control, satanic ritual abuse, sexual abuse, and soul-stealing black masses, conducted often in tunnels under Disneyland. I escaped at the age of 17 to begin a new life by enrolling in university, then medical school. As a doctor, I forgot my past and had no memory of childhood. Years later, in the 1990s, when I was working on maternal and infant healthcare reform in Russia, I discovered that 1/3 of babies born in the former Soviet Union were being abandoned at birth and sent to orphanages. From there, many were trafficked and taken to other countries for sex and organ trafficking. I organized a nationwide questionnaire, the first in the former Soviet Union, and uncovered the extent of kidnappings, abductions, and trafficking from each region. I also discovered that Germany, the United States, and Israel were the 3 major receiving countries of trafficked women and children. In 2001, I took my findings with over 500,000 pieces of data collected from 15 former republics of the USSR to the United Nations, to the US State Department, and to Congress. They chose to ignore my clear evidence of trafficking rings operating between Russia and the United States. In the meantime, over my objections, the State Department issued their annual Trafficking in Persons report, showing that the US had no trafficking problem. I continued my work in Russia by building an underground railroad for the rescue, return, and repatriation of trafficking victims. Within 10 years, we facilitated the rescues of over 70,000 people. In 2010, I was warned out of Moscow by Russian military intelligence who feared for my safety. When I returned home to the United States, I was shocked at how the well-being of our children had deteriorated to third world status. Schools are unsafe. Young students are being sexualized and indoctrinated with radical communist ideologies. Birth rates are down, abortion rates are rising, transgenderism and pedophilia are forced on students in kindergarten. I can no longer ignore the painful links to my own past. As a trafficked child in the 1950s, I was indoctrinated into the green agenda, depopulation, Satanism, ritual abuse, and futuristic plans for the death of the American soul. The degeneracy that was birthed underground in the MK-Ultra programs of the 50s and 60s is now mainstream. Mind control is rampant and comprises a head-on assault to the future of America and the human race. Dark forces have infiltrated our nation and attacked our children. This is war, patriots, a war that we must win. Our children require a safe, loving environment. They deserve loving homes and the care of their parents. They must build healthy bodies, strong, independent minds, and a moral compass that will carry our nation into the future as stewards of the beautiful world that God gave us. Our country, our choice has formed this new action response team, Protect Our Children. These dedicated patriots are gathering actionable data on child abuse, abduction, and trafficking in America. Together, we will bring down the wall of protection that currently shields the monsters preying on our children. The age of the protected pedophile and ritual abuse of children is over. Please visit our new website, ourcountryourchildren.com, and learn more about our cause and more about my personal story. Then join us in the defense of our future. Thank you.